Okay, so it's been 20 minutes. I left it on a little longer because I think I have a few grays that I wanted to cover. And because I found it comes out a little bit more vibrant that way when I used this ages ago. So I don't necessarily think I'll need a second one, but I have it ready just in case. So now what I do is I pull up the rest of my hair and clip it up. I put it in my hand like so because I find it easier, and I just kind of massage it through to the ends. I find it easier to do this, especially when you have long hair, because if it is too long and you're trying to squirt, it can drip. And then just use your fingers to kind of massage it through. And I think I am going to need a second one, so I'm going to mix that up. Another thing with demi-color is you do not ever want to shampoo when you're rinsing this out, because like most demis, the shampoo is built in, and the directions even say for conditioning. You put a little warm water and you just kind of massage it, and that should be more than enough. I'm a bit of a klutz today. Okay. I'm just going to take a little bit more hair out now. And demi is great too if You just kind of want a little bit of natural tones to your underlying hair. Like you can use an N for a neutral, or let's say your parents don't want you to use a permanent dye, you can always compromise and use a demi color instead. I know, and also with tools, by the way, I always tell people not to use metal just to be on the safe side. I know with permanent, you're never ever supposed to use metal because it can cause a reaction. Like no metal clips, no metal comb, none of that. Demi, because it isn't true hair color, I just always say be on the safe side. And I do this when my timer's around like 5 minutes because I don't want to over process it, so the processing time always starts when it's finished, but I find when your roots are almost done and you have to apply the rest, it is better to do so this way for the sole fact of being careful. And you can see it oxidizes really quickly, so that's why I kind of work fast when doing the ends. And stain-wise, I find the stains wipe off pretty easy. I just use either a color removing wipe or like an alcohol pad and it comes right off. Just click that off. There we go. Coming out. This really does bring life back after you use like a good shade, because I think I mentioned before in my hair color fail video that I like the John Frieda because of their vibrancy. And when this one oxidizes fully, it's like an ink-like color. And when it's not squirting out anymore, you know how you've used all of the products. With demi, the more the merrier. And if you have hair longer than mine, 2 boxes should be sufficient, but sometimes 3 is needed. I have seen people use 3. I'm just kind of massage it through. And this will stay on for 5 minutes. I'm trying to be funny there, but I failed. 5 minutes. Now that I got it covered, I just let it sit for 5 minutes. So I'm going to set a timer for that. And while that's happening, I have a little bit of a technique of what I normally do. Let's see. So what I do now is I use actually just my glove hand, but sometimes I use the plastic sheets. I don't call them gloves, I call them plastic sheets. And all of the wonderful products that were included can go back into the box from whence they came. So I do 1, 2. This in here. In there, and then I just toss this, and then I get if there's a little staining on the counter, because it wipes it wipes easily off surfaces like granite and all that. I just take a Clorox wipe and I just wipe it right off, easy as pie. So I hope I had answered questions about demi-permanent, but I think I'm also going to film me rinsing this. So when this is processing for 5 minutes, I think I can just kind of review with you guys. But demi also comes in a ton of different colors, and it can even be referred to as what some people know as a toner. I hear a lot of people when they want to go blonde, they don't like a toner. They'll say, oh, I want to go blonde, I want bleach, but I don't want a toner. Funny thing is, toner can be anything. It comes in like a whole wide range. I have people thinking that toners are only purple. That's not the case. Demi, in a sense, is also a toner. You can even use professional demi colors as a filler to even out the porosity of the hair. But the toners are just used to add tone to hair, so they can come in like brown, gold, red, and 50 shades in between. But they are pretty diverse. I've also found that other companies or demi colors run very differently. Some can run dark, so I also stress that you know the line of demi color you're using. I found this one to be really, really true to the shade, like a 5R is a 5R, and it's not the other way around. I found some demi colors, like other brands, a 5R would be more like a 3 or a 4, and it came out like dark, and I was like, holy crap. So I'd end up going to a 6 or even a 7, but this one is pretty genuine to what it says. I've also found that demi, the good thing about it too is you can use a color depositing shampoo and that will help prevent it from fading, but be in mind that it will eventually all wash out, so you can always be mindful of that. This is pretty much the same shade as their 5MB, which is a really good shade of red. I'm not sure about the Faria ones though, because I haven't tried those. I've done it a while ago, but I know they added more shades to the line. What was I gonna say? Oh, do a demi color in a bathroom that just in case you spill, you know you're not gonna stain it up too much. Like this bathroom is already colored brown, which is good. And I also always carry a garbage bag so I can toss this into that and then take it out with getting stains everywhere. And I have about a minute left, so I'm going to come back on when it's time to rinse and always use their conditioner. Another thing that I'm going to say now, and I might say it again, it even says for step 3, rinse your color, keeping your gloves on, add a small amount of warm water to your hair, and lather color through your hair, rinse thoroughly until the water runs clear. Then you're going to want to condition your hair, saturate, really saturate it good with this, and leave it on for 2 minutes before rinsing with warm water. Another thing you also want to do is that this will take forever to rinse out because it is cream, and unlike foam, cream color will take forever to rinse out of your hair, and therefore when your hair is wet, it's not going to accept the conditioner. So really make sure it runs clear and wring the heck out of your hair so you can go through with the conditioner so it can go in and do what it's supposed to do and really condition your hair and make it feel much healthier. Alright, so I'm gonna turn it off here. Alright, so I did wash it. I was gonna try to film that, but it was too hard to prop the camera up. Maybe when I do get a better camera, I will do that, and so you can see how it lathers. But I put a little bit of warm water, I lathered it, and I rinsed it really, really thoroughly for about 5 to like 8 minutes. Be in mind the water will never be 100% clear. You're always gonna have a little bit of red, but you really wanna wash it to a point where you just see a faint tint of red, because any dye left over will darken up the hair. You really wanna make sure you get all the product out, but the lathering helps. So I have rinsed it, and I do notice that my hair feels quite a bit better. It does feel a little smoother on the ends, but if it feels a little sticky like it does now, that's okay, because when you pop through the conditioner, it feels much better. So this conditioner is supposed to have an antioxidant complex which will prevent fading. So yep. It smells kind of like currant, actually. So I always do a generous amount. And you really don't have to leave it on longer. I found that doing exactly what the instruction says gave me better results than if I had left it on too long. And to be honest, if you don't like using your own color at home, you can always go, a box dye, you can go to Sally's. Or if you really don't feel like doing it at all, you can go to a salon. I just thought that it would be good to give you guys options, because not everyone can afford the prices of a salon, especially when you're going red, and red does come with a lot of maintenance. And you can trust me in that, because I've been red for almost 5 years now. For a while, I've always stuck with like the same shades. And another question I do get a lot is with demi-color is, can you mix a shade? And the answer is absolutely yes. But be in mind that you want to stick within the same shade range. So always stick with the same brand, because where you may run into trouble is mixing shades of other companies. That will definitely get you into trouble, because you don't know how it will react and how it could develop possibly. So stick with the same brand. Like if you're with a healthy look, stick with healthy look. Or another brand, I know Clairol has one. Another thing is in the same line, they do have different demis. One of them may be gel, the other one may be cream. Don't intermix them, absolutely not. You can if you want, but do that at your own discretion, because always stick with the same medium too. Like if it's gel, stick with gel. If it's cream, stick with cream. They don't have foam demis, which is obvious as to why. They do have foam semi-permanent colors, actually. I don't know if it still has it, but I know Matrix does. So really, really saturate your hair thoroughly with this conditioner. And this will stay on for 2 minutes. And then I just, after that, will clean up. Sometimes just pop in the shower, but avoid getting my hair wet, and I just wipe off any color stains. But these stains come off really, really easy, in my opinion. I haven't had any problems with this brand. Some people also say the conditioner, they don't like it. I personally love it. It does smell very earthy. So be in mind, if you don't like any earthy smells, you may not like the conditioner. But I like it. I like it a lot. It does a really good job at keeping your hair shiny, soft, and healthy. This brand too, I had trouble finding it, so I did look it up, and it has been discontinued. So you can still get it online. Overstock sells it. I just got my last few boxes, because also John Frieda, their shade that I love, has also been discontinued, which sucks. So after I use this brand, I don't know which demi I'll be turning to, but I have heard that Pravana has come out with a brand new shade. 5R is one of them, and I'm pretty curious to actually try it so I can do a review on it. Okay. And it says to style as usual, dry as usual, and keep your remaining conditioner once a week. You can earn product points or something. It says now gorgeous color can be even more rewarding. Start earning free L'Oreal Paris hair color products and exclusive perks along the way. That is, if you want to do that, you can. I don't have an account with them, so I would not know how that works. Alright, so what I found really works too to help clean up is with the empty box. I put this in there, and if I do have any leftover conditioners that like this one hasn't even been opened, I just stored in there too, and that way I have an extra one. I do have a few more boxes of this shade, so I'm hoping I can make it last, because I really think this shade will come out really well. I haven't used this version, but the other one, the 10-minute color, was really good, but this seems just like the same exact product. If it's improved, I hope it's a good thing. I know some color companies say improved and then it ends up being worse, but this should be good. Oh, forgot to put the cap on one of the conditioners. Oh my goodness. I made a funny mistake. I put the color cap on the conditioner cap. Oh boy. So I might try to put up a survey. I want to know if any of you color your hair. If so, do you use a demi? And if you do use a demi, what brand? Is it professional? Is it store-bought? Please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll come back when it is all styled. Okay, so this is the final hair color reveal. As you can see, it is really, really vibrant, super shiny. It's extremely soft all throughout my hair. All in all, I really do like this product. I would highly recommend it for someone who wants glossier, healthier looking hair. I did not find it to be drying at all. In fact, I found it to be just the opposite. My hair was a little bit dry from the heat and the chlorine before, but it seems like this did a really good job at conditioning it. And even after just 5 minutes of leaving it on the ends, you can see how they lightened up pretty well. I'm trying to get a good angle on the camera. I'm going to try to get a shot outside because in the light it doesn't do it justice how vibrant this is. It is not brown, it is more of a real vibrant red with a little bit of a purple hint, so it's very cool toned. I'd say it's more of like a cherry, like almost like a sangria color. The roots covered perfectly, and it is actually really even. There is no hot roots. Underneath looks really good too. And just to style it, I just used a little bit of a curl cream. And then I used a little bit of red oil on there to really bring out the tones. That's why it's a little crunchy, but structure-wise it's great. It's got great texture. I didn't experience any hair loss, any irritation, no scalp burns like you might with conventional hair color. And I would definitely recommend using this for a small change and not necessarily something that is drastic. I also forgot to mention how I pre-prep my hair before a color service. So before using a demi-permanent color, I always use a clarifying shampoo to remove any buildup, any product buildup, and then I use a regular conditioner over that. I wait about a day to 2 days, but usually no more than that. You want to have your hair clean and free of any styling product before you apply a color. That's why I do not straighten my hair when I color or any of that. And even after the sew, I just use like something to be very gentle on my hair because it is still color and I don't want to further damage it. So I just use like a curl cream or something like that to kind of define the curls and keep it like sleek. But this is what it looks like, and I really recommend using it. So thank you, L'Oreal. I'm really impressed with your Healthy Look product, and I really wish you would bring it back instead of discontinuing it. Hey everyone, it's Vinny. I'm walking my dog right now, but now that I'm outside, I thought it would be a good idea if you can see what my finished hair color looks like out in the sunlight. As you can see, you go over here more in the light. It's very red. It's got a nice purple undertone. In some pictures it may appear pink, but it doesn't look pink in person. It's like a really deep violet red, but it is definitely a true red. And it's the second day. I always wait. Sorry, the sun's in my eye. I always wait. they say wait 24 hours before washing your hair again after you color it. But what I do is I wait longer than that, and I wait about 2 to 3 days, sometimes a little bit more depending on how my hair feels. But it doesn't feel that dry at all. It feels still pretty conditioned. Your hair may be a little frizzy, and that's normal, but this is what it looks like, and all in all, I'm very impressed with it.